Some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the UConn Huskies, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Spartans will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the UConn Huskies offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. UConn will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And now the hip knocks it loose. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Huskies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Touchdown, Huskies! They grab the early lead. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans offense will go to work for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Snagged in the middle. It's Collier. Right down the gut of the field. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Smarty.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UConn going back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On target over the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Moses. Fires to the right. It's caught. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Hauls it in. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Abraham. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Quick catch on third down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right spot.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Prince. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll run play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. Third down coming up.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it behind the line. It's Prince. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Touchdown, Huskies! Special teams proving to be special.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up. And this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You could see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start...
Breaks into the open. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. The Spartans with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on first down, to the pass, and getting the sack.
Fires to the big fella. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. Putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UConn offense goes back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Let's send the tight end in motion. Right back to the well. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room. Give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence in they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They go to the ground. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. To throw, it's Moses. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Spears. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Spears. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Back up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. To the air on 1st down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. Speeding down the left side. The 40. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Spartans.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He fires to the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. Dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Moses. He's got him this time. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got his man downfield. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. to go up top on first down. Dances away. Going to try to get it himself. Catch inside the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Huskies will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news...
It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
The RPO, it's complete.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, UConn! They take the lead with the 6. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Sparty. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
extra point puts them up by a field goal. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. This UConn offense really has it going. Looking for a man. It's Moses. Rushes on him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Wants to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Spears. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got the quick pass. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous. Making moves, using his speed.
Touchdown, UConn! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to end. And into the end zone. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Tight end now in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Michigan State. The offense cashing it in on that drive. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got it in the middle. It's Spears. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. From the gun, running back gets the give.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Sets up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they can.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Trying to take it back. He's at the touchdown, Spartans. The defense putting points on the board.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a man. It's Moses. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. There's the pressure. Just trying to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. Turns on the Jets. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've reached a break, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Ready to fire from the pistol. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The sure hands, it's Collier. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Spears. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Huskies look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game, they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up a run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Back to throw, it's Moses. They're working that left side. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Trying to barrel in. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Pocket breaking down. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
I love the decision-making by the quarterback here. You're trailing. It's a 2-minute situation. You're not just throwing to receivers, but you're trying to find matchups that your tight end could take advantage of. With his athleticism, he's a big weapon for you in this 2-minute situation.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Smith.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Sparty. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Moses. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds a man in the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Fires to the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Back to pass on second down. Looking to scramble. On the move, he fires. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Scanning the field, it's Moses. Scrambling away. A strike downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Throws for the tight end. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. UConn quick to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Huskies. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.